Hi yummy moms, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Faye, your fellow yummy mom. If you are new here, welcome. And if you've been here before, welcome. Thank you so much. In this channel we just talk about relatable aspects of motherhood. No one is claiming to be an expert. We're just sharing information and all of that. And in that regard, I would actually appreciate if I can get suggestions on topics to talk about, or more engaging topics, or more ideas on how to go about this. So for today, I want to just talk to us about the words we say to our kids. How our words affect our kids. In psychology, there's a personal bias called self-fulfilling prophecy. So self-fulfilling prophecy, the way it works is that what you constantly say to someone actually forms a belief system in the person. For instance, you call a child a dullard, olodo, good for nothing. Over time, this child believes that I can't do this. I can't. I'm not intelligent. I'm good for nothing. So the child actually fulfills that prophecy, because at the end of the day, the child shows you that indeed, though, he or she is actually a dullard. You call the child, oh, you're the best at what you do. You have ideas. You are good at this. You're good at that. Even when the child has personal doubts, your words keep ringing to this child, and it's like, I'm good. I can do this. I can do this. So the child has this motivation from within, and he or she does that thing. So it's like it's self-fulfilling prophecy. So we know the scripture that says life and death are in the power of the tongue. But do we really consciously think about it when we say things? I don't think we actually do. We also know that what we think eventually forms what we say, and what we say eventually forms what we do. It forms our actions, and our actions over time forms our character. So the thing is, what are we thinking? What are we thinking about our kids? How do I think about this child? When a child is frustrating me and I'm so frustrated, what thoughts are permitting in my mind? Am I thinking and say, this child, oh my goodness, this child is frustrating me, and I just say anything that comes out of my mouth. Oh, you are being naughty. Oh, you are being spoiled. Oh, you are a dullard. Oh, you are a mean child. Oh, you're a good for nothing child. Oh, you're a stubborn child. Are we careful to think through what we actually say about our kids? So when we say things to our kids, it actually is deposited in their psyche. Like, hey, are you sure I can? Are you sure I'm not a dullard? Are you sure I'm not stubborn? And eventually, this child acts out this thing, and it now becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. For instance, a parent that keeps telling the child, "Oh, you can't do this," and each time the child wants to make attempts at doing something good, say, no, you are not good at this. You are not good at this. Do these other parts. That's what you are good at." Sometimes the parents actually are thinking positively, like, okay, they're not thinking in a way to demean the child, but it's demeaning the child, because this child is like, oh, in this particular regard, I cannot do this. So most times these children, even as they grow to become adults, they do not take initiative in that particular aspect of their life, except the child actually breaks free of that mental cage. So we've always said that we want to do things that are breaking out of our normal generational norms, things that our parents said to us. We want to do better. So to do better, we have to consciously think, what am I telling my child at each part of my life? What am I constantly telling my child? Am I telling my child, you are the best at what you do? When my child gives reasons for discouragement or helplessness, what do I tell the child at that moment? When the child is frustrating or being annoying at that point, what do I tell my children. When a child is trying to be so naughty, do I say, hey, you're a naughty boy, you're a naughty boy, stop being naughty? No, it's something as simple as that is very, very detrimental to a children's psyche. So what you can say is, hey, you know you are not a naughty child, so stop acting naughty. You are not naughty, so don't do that. You are not stubborn, so stop acting stubborn. This is not you. So one thing is to taking away possession of that now from the child and making it a verb. So what I mean by that is that you are telling the child, you are acting like this. It doesn't mean that you are this person. So stubbornness is not a part of you. No, you are just acting like this. So stop it because you are not this person. So it actually brings the child to a consciousness that, oh, I'm not this person. Do you constantly also criticize your children? Do you praise them? Do you encourage them? Do you talk to them and tell them, oh, I see that you are the best child ever. You can do this, you can do that. How well do you talk to your children? What do you say about them? When a child does something bad to you, some parents will say, I cursed the day I met you. Some parents will lay curses on their kids. What are we saying to our kids? You lay curses, you lay insults. Calm down. What are you saying to your kids? What are you saying to your kids? These things, your children have emotional reserve. So these things are emotional reserve for your kids. So they will draw out from that emotional reserve later in future because in their mind they're like, okay, I can't do this. This is what my mom says I am. This is what my father says I am, and these things form the psyche of the child. And in the later on, you are feeling so disappointed that why did this child turn out to be like this? But you have forgotten that you are a part of the problem. You spoke this nonsense into existence. You spoke it into existence. You did not mean that. You are just frustrated, but you spoke it into existence. So we have to really be careful with what we say with our tongue. What are we saying with our mouth? What are we saying with our tongue? How are we going about it? So you have to consciously make an effort to say the right things at the right time to your children. Even when your children come and meet you and they say negative things about themselves, at that point in time, dispel it and tell them, no, this is not who you are. This is not the way I see you. This is the way I see you. This is the way God sees you. This is who you are. So if we can make these conscious efforts, I'm sure we will see a lot of positive results. In our case, just the way we want it. And I know it's not easy. But let's just try as much as we can to work together and with our spouses and make things work. Don't be that mom that say, I regret ever giving birth to you. No, don't be that mom that says such. Be the mom that says, you're the best thing that's happened to me. Even if things are not happening well, I know it's not your fault, but I believe you can do this. I believe you can succeed. Yes, you might not be passing your exams well, but I believe you can do this. And together, we can do this together. Okay? Okay, till I see you next time. Bye.